Striker, 3, ready, ready. Set, ready. Drill 3, ready. Okay, ready? Set, hut. Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut. Ready, set. Drill, 52. Ready. Set, hut. Set. Let's go now. Set. Here we go, set. 10 cycles. Blaster, 6, ready. Ready, go. On the set. Set, go. Set. Hut. Go. Ready, ready. Shot, 17. Hut, hut. Here we go. Ready, ready. Come on, set. Ready.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they seasick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded if tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a, I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me. Talk from a sip that a weed when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay teller say. Urge you wanna be, don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Look, talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and calls. Run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, allegiance my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the strangest things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessing them.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. Right, 97.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson completes it to Davis. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And some room to work. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Trying to improvise. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now it's Jackson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They will run straight ahead with Swift, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the... And I think the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On second down, Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here comes Swift. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Jackson now. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll set up to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They go play action with Jackson. He's got a man, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, middle. Hey, report. Go ahead.
Here's Jackson to throw. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
13. 13. No, we changed it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson will throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Report!
Swift going to try up the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 68 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Ayuk His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to come. Try to put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Jackson. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got Ayuk once again. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Jackson on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but yeah, give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they saw the chance to put some points on the board.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think we've hit that point in the game now where any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
On third down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
13.
To throw is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
No, we changed it.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Striker, 3-3. Strike 2. Steal. Check steal. Strike. Check strike. Jack left. Jack.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Here's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Brown, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a 4th-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A handoff, running left, Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up,
they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now it's Jackson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
He's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And some room to run now. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Santos now to add the PAT. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
And as this defense...
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again.